Hello, hello. I just wanted to make a very brief Frieza guide because I saw a lot of misinformation and some question on cards on how do you level up. So just let's go. This is probably gonna be a bot game because it's a very low account rating secondary have. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, the movement the Kale did, like in the circle like this, means he is a bot for sure. I don't know bot lane though. So this is just skill 1 start. He's gonna go up and vanish probably. Yes. Yes, very bot-like. Okay, so it's gonna be an easy game. Use Zabon to poke. What I like to do at this point is I don't put any point at level 2. Also be mindful that I have a recording button on top of my timer actually when I recorded, so I cannot keep track of my timing, so I just rely on map awareness because I cannot understand when things are spawning or not. So basically what I do is to check what the top laner enemies are. I already know it's a Frieza, but can be one of the two. Mostly is all about what do they have, like if they have a base Q, like if they have melee characters. At that point I want Dodoria just to zone up the Kaio. If it's just ranged character, I want to take Decree first, just because it's a much bigger damage increase than Dodoria and Zarbon. So I want to spot. I have two choices here. The timing is pretty far already. Like if it's a superstar, you have much more time to do this thing. Like you can eventually put Zarbon here to focus like this angle. The issue is that you have to retreat before the Kion spawns, so it's like 1-2 hits and then you retreat the Zarbon. But if anyone actually hits the Zarbon, the cooldown is gonna be too high to contest a Kaio, so you risk to completely lose the opportunity to get XP, so be mindful of what you do and the positioning of the Zarbon. Sometimes I just skip it. If you're duo, just be sure to understand if you want to all in on the Kaio or if you want to commit on them. In this case it's a bot, so I cannot trust him, nor I can tell him to go on Kaio, so he's probably gonna engage like a madman and I'm gonna solo the Kaio for 100%. Let's see. So didn't place the Zarbon because it was late. You also don't want to place the Zarbon here too early, or good players will just go around and kill Zarbon before he can do anything. Like I see they are chasing because they're boss too. Easy game. You may wanna help at a point, like you may wanna skip the Kai and just help your partner. But I know as a bot, I just want my advantage. And it's very risky to sacrifice a Zarbon. A good player will understand that he has to abuse the fact that you have an advantage in Zarbon, in the Kaios. Even though they have Frieza too. Like a Kale, just skill 3, skill 2, skill 1, and Frieza, you cannot lose the Kaio. Oh, so let me go back. So what I did here, okay. What I know is that the bots, because it seems like these guys are bots too, they really like going into tower. Like they don't matter the HPs, they don't matter if they are 4 defending, they're gonna go to the tower. So I just place my Zarbon facing up. I never retreat Dodoria because he's dying probably. Okay, he just died. He cannot do anything. Take my card. I'm gonna explain card very soon. What I do now is place Zarbon in front. So just I can 100% cut the retreat. If I put the Zarbon in his face, he could just vanish and just escape. Probably, so this is the better way. was a secure kill, it was 2v1. And yeah, he's definitely a bot because he's forcing the tower for no reason. I left the Zarbon here. I wanted to take this minion, that's why I didn't retreat it, but I mispositioned it. Just take the farm. I don't care about the Zeno, all I know is that the top side is gonna be safe during the... if it's A16, and maybe have to use some brain if it's Nappa first, because we may lose the tower, so I want to do the boss very fast, so I just give them less time to do the tower. Also, at 140 the Kaio spawns, so I'm probably gonna retreat Zarbon now. I'm very late on Zarbon. I got hit on Zarbon, which makes it 4 seconds, so I did a very big mistake. Just buff it, go away. Okay. You want to be the boss before it spawns or the moment it spawns. You mostly want to do the Kaio into zoning the enemy. You don't want to gamble the boss, even though you kind of have a secure. On the cards also, I also normally take Gekishin or Snowball. It's like Gekishin impact 90% of the games. Snowball if it's a team game, if it's a duo, so I can set up my Zarbon and just let my team do the tower. If not, like doing any burst with Frieza means you have your skills on 30-second cooldown, which makes you a minion and you cannot do what you want to do, which is farm, zone, do bosses. So it's pretty bad. Also, it allows to burst with your ultimate and have it at 22 seconds cooldown, just because you max bursted with Gekishin impact. So a lot of tower damage and full team shield, and you're probably gonna have the ult back 100% for the boss too, which is pretty busted, to be honest. And solid barrier always second, like you cannot really take anything else. He's too squishy. The passive that you cannot get blocked is not gonna save you 100% of the time, and you can freely charge your ultimate during bosses without getting one shot. You get 0 damage from instant teleports, super sentry bullshits, and so on. So it's pretty strong. You don't need speed, you don't need epic hunter because you already have a secure, you already do the boss in 3 seconds, no reason to take anything else, to be honest. Okay, now I just know they are boss. This is bad. I should have gone to the boss because it's a double kill and the Vegeta is gonna respawn. I don't want to gamble the boss. They cannot rotate from the top lane if they are here because they also have this purple side, so they have to go back. So it's either 3v2 because Kale is a bot, or is a 3v0 probably. So I should not do the Kaio, I should do the boss, kill it fast, and then do the Kaio. But, you know. Another good tip that I'm gonna show you the boss, and then I should tell you because I'm not allocating any point. We just demolished it. It was very bad because I had no Zarbon, because I was top. The Kaio respawned again, but it's a Cell Junior. I didn't even notice it was a Cell Junior game. So I rotate, get them both, and then we get both Cell Juniors. Okay, what you see here, okay. If you skip levels, you can upgrade to max level a skill at level 8. You cannot upgrade at level 7 at level 3. So what do you do on most characters, because most of the characters are very strong, a very specific skill that you want to max first, and if you're not completely stomping the lane, you more or less never get level 9 before the second boss, and having second boss with max skill is huge. I mean, this is a Cell Junior game, so pretty easy, but you want the level 8 with 2 points from the level 7 skip, so you can max your best skill and also put the point into your ultimate, or you have to wait level 9. Especially on Frieza, because the ultimate is very good, and you want Zarbon maxed as soon as possible. because Zarbon level 2 does the same damage as Zarbon level 1, it just shots faster, but it's not as much damage as like Zarbon 1 and the Decree 1. So yeah, you want to max Zarbon, but it's not much more damage, while the max version is. Another thing you can do at this point, more or less, if they are up, which is not because, again, they are bots and they're gonna farm back minions, you want to go behind to this tower when you have free lane, you know the Kaio is not spawning, there's no timer for the boss, you go here, there are 2 minions here. You place your Zarbon here, it's like slightly after the tower. You just decree it and you go back to lane. You take 2 seconds and you just farm the back minions for free, more XP. And doing this allows the Kaio to respawn here, which is not gonna be appearing if no one's farmed this. So just take it so you can get a bonus Kaio after doing the same thing. You go back, you put Zarbon, you decree, you go back to lane. Easy peasy. Now what you do is just play Zarbon. I don't even want to do the tower because it's just forcing it. They have Frieza. I know must do. Okay. I'm level 10, but this could be level 8 without Cell Junior. The Zarbon would be maxed the same, and probably it was gonna be a double kill. Regardless. Also, use Decree every time you are safe to buff Zarbon. I mean, now it's maxed, but if you can freely put Zarbon, like maybe it's early, it's level 4, they're missing, there's no Kaio, you put your Zarbon here, you decree him, and he's gonna clean the lane in like 2 seconds. Just don't save this big skill for when you always have to escape. Just use it. It's just a humongous damage buff. But obviously use brain, like don't use it randomly. And it should buff like 10 when you buff Zarbon, it should have 10 increased speed auto attacks total, which is a lot. No one's gonna survive 10 attacks. Okay, look at that damage. Was probably not ready for this kind of damage. Let me go back. So, another thing I normally do, Frieza is the only technical character. Okay, as you can see, I'm already at the boss, but it's an easy game. I should already have zoned the enemy, or have my team rotating top. If you do later, you're gonna be fucked, because even if you do at 4:30 and you have a Goku partner and it's gonna Genkidama the boss, if you do it late, he's not gonna have the Genkidama for the boss at 6 minutes. So you basically want to do it the moment it spawns. Another thing I also use only on Frieza is to take the farmer assist. On any other technical character, I will 100% take Shu for the vision, because it completely destroys it, and putting vision in a map where with bushes, with clouds, with people fighting into a boss is enormous value. You have information, you can hit people trying to hide, it's very big. The issue is that Zarbon puts stacks of debuff, which is strike debuff, which just increases Dodoria's damage, which is not really that strong, but Farmer puts all damage down, which buffs Dodoria and Zarbon, making the boss extremely fast. Like, it's kinda uncontestable. And also you can use Farmer on a tower just to defend, because if they kill your Zarbon or your Dodoria, you will be AFK for 30 seconds. So a Farmer can still help, which is pretty nice. The combo is basically, you put the 2 minions, you put the Farmer here. When the boss is up, you decree both, so they just shoot the boss. Farmer puts the stacks. Once it's gone to like 50% or even before, like 60, 70, depending on the speed, you want to start charging your ultimate. Your ultimate is like 40, should be 45-second cooldown. which is like you can spam it, you can use on a tower. The best part of the ultimate is that it completely negates enemy energy damage on the boss. So if you throw your bomb on the boss and other Goku is gonna try to Genkidama, a Piccolo is gonna try to Special Beam, a Dragon Fist, they will do 0 damage on the boss. So it's like a League of Legends Might, like you cannot contest it unless you have some physical damage, but that also means that you wanna steal my boss inside my ultimate with Zarbon trying to kill you, which is very hard. And also that means that your Goku can use your his Genkidama for free, which is very, very good. So always use the ultimate, and also be careful on the... Oh, let me cancel. On the... Okay. You see the AoE. This is bad. This was very, very fast boss, so I had no time to position. You want to be hitting the boss mostly at the end of the animation, because the ball is gonna do this movement and just move forward, and probably is gonna tick 1 or 2 times on the boss, leaving a lot of space with no damage, with no energy absorption. So the best you want to do is to try to be the furthest possible so the ult can do the maximum damage and also secure the boss even better. This ult is gonna just do 2 damage instead of like 10 times, because it was inside the ult for entire duration. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, like if the boss was here, it was already not taking any damage anymore for my ultimate. So I want to... If the boss was here, it was taking all the duration of damage and was safe from energy damage. So this was kind of bad, but it is what it is. There's always the Kaio after the second boss. Same for bot lane. What I don't like to do is fighting after bosses, because you normally... depends also on the tower. People just rushes the enemy unless you are 3 levels above, okay. But the issue is, if you did the boss, you probably don't have the ultimates, and they probably have, so you're just gonna get fucked up. And you probably also, maybe you took some hit from the boss, they poked your shield out, your side barrier, so you're just gonna die, and you're gonna be in this position. So what I do is, with the boss, if it's not guaranteed 3 kills, I just take the Kaio. If they took the Kaio, I did the boss for free. And also the boss damages the tower, so I don't want to do the tower, because the boss is gonna damage the towers. So I do 2 things in one. As you see, now these guys are respawned. These 2 guys in the back. The top guy, this one, is gonna be a Kaio, which is free. If I didn't farm before, or the K didn't farm before, it was gonna be a normal enemy, which is much less XP. So at this moment I know I can just go back, put Zarbon, decree, do the bosses, and go back. And it is free exp again. The tower. Look at the reduction. I got like half the cooldown on Dodoria. Now I can use Zarbon again. I will have to wait 15 seconds more for Zarbon after bursting that, which is... I don't really need this snowball damage unless he's team. It's not gonna really make my job much better. I'm not really a team fighter unless I really know how to position my stuff, but the stuff is gonna die, so I just take advantage. Look at the speed, man. Look at the Kaio. As I said, this is free exp. I'm 100% gonna take it. Put a Zarbon and go back. Easy. I could do the dot once, but there's a Cell Junior game again. You want to do a Cell. Very gambly, but I didn't have Zarbon. I didn't know that Gamma was there. And he just dies. think they surrender, yeah. I know the boss is spawning. 6 minutes. I buff everything, I put the thing, I do rush attack, ultimate, boss down. You don't need epic counter. I cannot even charge my ultimate. you don't need to buff the things that the character already excels when Solid Barrier is so strong that it's gonna let you team fight for free for 2 seconds. You can tank a Spirit Bomb with Solid Barrier and take like 10% damage. It's so stupid. And you want to be... I mean, you're not always in fights, taking damage, so you more or less always have Solid Barrier up. I'm not doing tower, I'm zoning. I put a Zarbon. Another thing of Zarbon is very, very, very hard to spot. If you are in a team fight like this, all the stickers, the Xenos, the lights, they may not even see the Zarbon position. Like, the Zarbon is buffed. If they step in, they're gonna die. So it's very, very strong, very, very strong. Sometimes you can also, like, if they didn't farm the backline and you cannot take the tower, you just put a Zarbon here, you farm all their medium minions while you go back and farm all the lane. Like, at this point, the game is over. Also, you want 3 bosses, because at 3 bosses you get double Xeno, so they cannot push your tower anymore, on top of more damage on the tower because you did the boss. Even if you don't capitalize on the tower because they're gonna defend as 4, you can just farm all the side of the lane. This lane, if the defender in triple double Xeno, is all XP you take, and they can defend. You're gonna be back at 3 levels advantage on every character, which is massive. So towers, yeah, leads to winning the game, but you win the towers because you did something before the tower. You cannot force this one if you are the same level as them. So this is very important. Towers are like an effect of what you do. If you do bosses late, the hit is gonna take your towers, and you're gonna lose because you did one boss late, the second boss late, and now you have 2 bosses, but you have 1 tower. So that's why you want to be at the tower, the bosses, when the bosses spawn, which is every 2 minutes until 8 minutes. And also remember that your ultimate is very fast. So especially at level 11, or even what it is, 9, I guess, the radius is very big, and at odd minutes, like at 7, 5, you can use that on a tower in a team fights for free. You can max burst a tower. I also take always limit break jump, because Pursuer is bad. Wicked Warrior, you don't want melee people with rush attack too much in the late game. It's not your main source of damage. Green cards are very bad on him, and aside Solid Barrier, I don't need more speed in other cards, and you still don't have a dash. You are fast, you have a passive, but if they stagger you, like Goku exists, yeah, hit exists, so if they stagger you once, maybe Solid Barrier is not gonna let you escape, but this guy always does. Like, if I rat a tower, I get cooldown on my tree, and they jump on me, I just double vanish. With Solid Barrier, I'm probably gonna escape 99% of the time. The moment you have this thing, you can decide when you want to engage and when you want to disengage on a guy that doesn't have. It's just massive. And it's over. Let's see how much did I do. Probably it's massive, level 14.
You may leave now.
Let's see.
Do you think I even refrain from using all of my power?
Sadly it was bots, but it is what it is. I just got super starts and a lot of bad starts, so I didn't like the records. Let's see. Probably check the score. Yeah, I did a lot of damage, but it was a free game. You probably gonna have sometimes a huge amount of damage and low damage to heroes, but because you're farming the entire map at Mach 12, that's why you rack up a lot of damage. You don't care about hero damage, even though you just do a truckload of damage. Another two things, like you can sometimes just set up Zarbon. There's like things you can do, like let me try to find, like this one. I have cooldown, but if I didn't have cooldowns, he's gonna get hit by my Zarbon, so he maybe get slow because it's a Frieza, so he has the passive as me, so probably he's not gonna get slowed. But if it was another character, if it was Gamma, I just leave my Zarbon here. I buff it with the Kree. I move behind them. This is even easier if you double jump, the double vanish. And you put Zarbon here and you push it inside your, if you have Dodoria, you push inside your Zarbon. I call it the Scissor move. Like, you can use Dodoria. Dodoria is your dash. That is not a dash because it allows you to escape even better because you can just push the people. It's very, very, very nice tool, but you have to practice. You cannot really learn all the things he can do just because someone tells you. And yeah, like another thing I want to point out, which is pretty common mistake, is on Superstart, which you are gonna max your Zarbon. You're gonna probably just clear the wave much sooner than the Kaio, the first Kaio at 40 seconds. So you may want to, or you may, you come here like every 10 seconds, when you're gonna spawn. I may want to put my maxed Zarbon here so I can clear it fast. That's a very, very hard thing to do because the Zarbon doesn't scale HPs with skill level, but with your level. So even though it's gonna do a lot of damage, it's gonna have like these 2 squares of HPs. And the other guys are gonna have a Superstar too. So if they have a Goku, if they have anything basically, and they hit your Zarbon once, the Zarbon is gonna be dead 100%, and you're gonna miss the Kaio, and they're gonna snowball, and so on. So be sure to always think about their comp. You end up here at level 3 with just Zarbon, and you are like, I mean, if it's Superstar, you're gonna have all 2 skills, okay. But if it's not, you want to understand which is their comp. If you're in duo, you can decide if you want to engage on them or if you want to secure the Kaio, because you can even just fight a little bit. If they start a Kaio, you engage on them. If they are not, you can just force them back unless they're much better than you in either comp or picks. You get the minion that are gonna spawn, you get a level 4 first, and then you can zone out from the Kaio or just kill them. So don't rush in, watch what the other guy is doing. But if even in this case, which was it's not like I'm saying he's a bot because he's a bad human player, this is literally a bot. So I don't care if he scales or not. I wanted to take the advantage, so I let him die. I don't even care because I want advantage. I want a level 5. And also remember the level 7 skip because you always want the level max Zarbon at the second boss. It's just huge. And yeah, that's all more or less. I hope this is helpful for someone, and bye bye.